Welcome to the 47th episode of the Can Learn Library here at the North Battleford Library. Terracotta pot crafts are perfect any time of the year, although it's easier to get them in various sizes in the springtime. What we're going to do is called a coastal candle holder using a terracotta pot, some chalk paint, of course you need a candle, and some other items as well. I'll give you the full detail right now. Here are the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need one 4-inch flower pot, or you can go a little bigger, a 6-inch terracotta dish. You're going to need some paint brushes. I've got my handy chalk paint brush. I've got some blue chalk paint, since this is a coastal craft. I've got a stick to mix my paint. I've got some rope pieces that I cut so that I'll be able to glue them on. My candle. I've got 2 glasses there that I'm going to rest my items on. Let's see if I can get a little closer without too much sound. I've got I found this in the fairy garden section, this starfish. So we'll see. We'll either try him, or I got some resin accents that I can glue on. We've got shells, we've got glass gems, we've got the glue gun and some glue, and some clear sealant, clear acrylic sealer. All right, now we get to put it together. Okay, so we've got to paint each part here twice. So I'm going to give them 2 coats each and allow for at least 10 minutes of drying time in between. And I might leave it a little longer before. Then we will spray it, and spray it in a well-ventilated area or outside if you can, because this is quite a strong scent. And then we'll be able to continue on with the craft. So I'm going to just start this. I'm not going to do all my painting in front of you, but I'll just give you an idea of what the color is going to look like on our clay pot. The chalk paint really adheres good. I tried to do it with acrylic, you know, like the craft paints, but I think because this is such a better coater, and your terracotta pots are quite porous, so they really take up the paint well. So I'm not even going to take the stir stick out. I'll just paint some of this. You can use a foam brush if you like. I just figured, since I'd already bought one of these, that I may as well use it. But you just see how that it's really covering it quite well, and with the second coat it's going to make a big difference. So I'm going to go off camera and get my 2 coats of paint done, and then my sealant, and then we'll be back to decorate our candle holder. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take my bigger piece of rope, and using my hot glue gun, it's going to reach here, I'm going to just attach it to about the upper edge here. So I'm going to just put the glue all around, and hopefully it won't. There, so just attach it. Just make sure it's all touching. Oops, nope, that's not going to work. Okay, maybe I guess I better do a little bit at a time. Okay, so attach that way. I'm hoping I didn't choose too big of rope here, but maybe it just cools off in the amount of time. So as long as you cover up your glue, you'll be okay. All right, so let's get that on there. So a little bit at a time. works better. It seems to be holding on. Okay, so once we get this one, we'll do the smaller one near the top. Just try to make sure this really attaches here. There we go. So as you can see, oops, there we go. So I think you can see that. So now we'll just attach this one to the top. So as again, I'm going to just do a little bit at a time because it doesn't like to have too much. And then it has a chance to cool off. Okay. Let's get that glue here. Yeah, I think it definitely, if I was to make this again, I definitely would go with a bigger pot, maybe a 6-inch. But I guess that's what it is about crafts. You learn each time what you wouldn't do next time. Kind of what they say when you're building a house. Okay, this is what we're not going to do next time, if you're lucky enough to do it. Okay, there. All right. So now we've got that part. Now, maybe, let me just see. I'm wondering if this is going to attach very well. Because it's metal, I suppose I could attach it this way. Or would I be better off? These kind of have little stickies in the back, but I mean I could put them with some hot glue too. The only thing is I have two. Like what would I do? I do have I also have seahorses. I mean, I could go right around. I guess it's going to be kind of what you want to see in yours. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hot glue gun. I'm going to use, put this starfish here. Which way should I put them? Maybe that way. Okay. All right. Now, if I want to, I think what I'll do is I'll put one on the other side just so it's kind of matching. Okay, maybe I'll go with the seahorses too. And that could be this way. I think that might work. Yeah, give yourself lots of options because sometimes the one you think is going to be the one you want to use, you might change your mind like I did. Okay. So, just going to make sure this stays on here. The seahorse approximately. Oops. Here we go. All right. So if you can kind of see, it goes around like that. All right, now comes the pièce de résistance. Now you can glue this if you want to. I find it sits all right like that. Now will be the hard part. I've got the candle. Now, do I want shells or do I want some of these? Or I could do a combination. So I think that's what I'm going to put a few of these and then add some shells to kind of cover up the stones because otherwise I'm going to need a fair bit of stones. Or gems, I should call them. They're glass gems. All right. And then I wish I had smaller shells. But if you do yours a little bigger, that might work out. Let's see. gems. Let's do that. Just to give it a little more height, I think. A few more. And now maybe the shells. So let's see. You can just maybe alternate them. Or stand them up, whichever you see fit. Okay. Like that. Okay, I kind of like that. Maybe one more shell. So I'm going to show you what it looks like from the top and then the side, a little closer. So I'll just go off camera to get us ready. This is what it looks like from the top. I'm just gonna sideways here, so just kind of show you what it looks like. I got you there. All right, so, and there is your coastal candle holder made with a terracotta pot, a candle, and some shells. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you will try it at home. And that's all the time we have left for the Can Learn Library. Take care.